Hey guys, what is up? I hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. This is an update for Elite Thinkers Mastermind. I will do clips because I got notes. I want to keep it super short. I'll take a breath because honestly, I feel like my head is going to explode. There we go. You cannot get that 10 seconds back from my long, deep breath. There's another 10 seconds that I stole from your life. Who's still here? Also, I was trying to gather my thoughts at the same time. So, now that I'm somewhat chill, I'm super excited. I want to ramble, and I want to ramble on, but I'll keep it short. Yeah, right? 8 hours. We did 8 hours of masterminding on session number 1 of the Elite Thinkers Mastermind. I'm actually editing it now. I'll just kind of go like this. Check this out. I hope there's nothing that you should not be seeing. I won't do a clip, but there you go. There's Michael Drake. There's Brady Theodore, Eugene, and myself. That's the first clip that I'm working on out of, I think, 36 clips. That's how much I'm cutting it up. I went through the whole 8 hours twice because while it was happening, I just kind of went. And I knew, I had a feeling, I won't say I knew. I knew that, well, here we go, that the gold is in the details and the gold is in the organization of the information, which is why I'm editing this thing. I'm combing through it. I'm looking, this is my third watch of 8 hours worth of masterminding. So my mind is blown because it's 8 hours of pure and absolute gold. It's everywhere. It's like gold nugget after gold nugget after gold nugget. To be clear, we are introducing the people, getting to know the people in the first, it was hopefully in the first session. It'll probably take our first 2 or 3 sessions to run everybody through, but it's super important. And I'm including your names in the modules so we can find all the introductions in the first 2 or 3 sessions. This will be beyond a course, these replays. So that's what I'm working on like diligently right now. I've got to clip those up. Some people want the whole 8 hours in a row. Well, that's not going to happen. You don't upload an 8-hour video and there'd be no organization. Like, I mean, there's little topics within and all the introductions. What if you want to see yourself, your own introductions, download, clip out pieces of that 8 hours. You got content, guys, Elite Thinkers. You have content in that one session already for probably the year. I'm not even kidding. It's that crazy. It's 8 hours. Now that's not going to happen all the time. 4 hours is ample, but it's because we're introducing our family members, okay? It's taking time. Basically, those of you who have not gone up to the plate yet, you will go up, and I'm just going to ask you the same questions. A little bit about yourself. What are your wins so far in business? And what are your challenges? Okay, everybody's different. Everyone's coming from a completely different angle. We're attacking mindset, we're attacking making money, we're attacking physical health. Like, just, it's insane what's coming out of this. It's actually beyond my expectations on the first session. So with that being said, I'm estimating about 36 modules within Mastermind number 1. It's not 36 modules overall. This is 36 cut up modules within Mastermind number 1. I'll try to get it to less than 36, but if something needs to be split up in its own topic, I'll do that. So as you can imagine, this is easily 2 weeks of work. There's no doubt about it because I'm going through the material. It's my third watch, like I said. So with that being said, I'll be dripping it into the course itself, into the locked version throughout the next 2 weeks. So we're basically going to be doing a mastermind. I'll be chopping it up throughout the next 2 weeks, putting it into the course. Then it'll be time for the next mastermind. We have it every 2 weeks on the first Thursday of every month and the second Thursday of every month, which leads me to the next registration page. It's in the course. Just go into the modules. I'll do a super quick screenshot at the end of this. I'll clip one in and the registration link is there. I'll blur it out so you guys can register. That is on October. Let me cut the video. I got to look at my calendar. October 15th. But this one's at 2 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. The first Thursdays are at 8 p.m. The second Thursday sessions are at 2 p.m. It's for the international people, you people. However, it's come to both if you can come to both. If you can't, then you catch the replays. If I hadn't had a chance to introduce you and we're a month into the thing, 2 months in, 3 months in, we'll introduce you whenever you're available to come out. Or if you're too shy, that's okay. We won't pull you out if you don't want to come out and talk to me. The initial session, I like to handle it. As I've noticed, I think I got a pretty good grasp on a lot of angles and stuff. But then sometimes I just ask you guys. I've done that already like a dozen times. I'm stuck. What do you guys think? Then many of you have the answer. But moving forward, you'll be taking a lot of my responsibility and roles and responsibilities in terms of who's given the powerful lesson this week. But the first couple of weeks, I like to put you guys in the hot seat, okay? And when I say hot seat, it's just a get to know you period. Those of you who are there, you know how it works. So we went 4 hours on Webinar Jam and then we switched to Zoom. So you're going to notice the dripped content is different formats. That's just because we decided to keep on going and keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. Kind of like the Energizer Bunny, we didn't have time to serve or bring everyone up to the plate. So here's what I'm also going to do. I'm also taking out clips that are going to be publicly shared. I'm not sharing the whole mastermind, but remember, elite thinkers, you have the permission to cut up whatever you want for your content. So I will also do that, guys. I'll be cutting out little pieces. I think the first one I'll be releasing publicly is Would I Hire Me? Would I hire me? We talked about that for maybe 7 minutes or something. I created a clip out of that and I say, here's one of the highlights from the mastermind. I'll be doing that with little clips and releasing them on the internet. Why will I be doing that? To fill up the spots or get more people in until we reach that 100. I'm in no rush to reach the 100, but as we move along, of course, I'm going to promote what's going on in there. And that's how I'm going to do it, with little mini clips throughout. So look out for those to be dripped anywhere on the internet, or probably on all platforms. Here's a little highlight from the Elite Thinkers Mastermind. If you would like to know more information, click the link in the description, which is, by the way, guys, if you want to get in, I'm dropping it right now, and you're not in the mastermind, first I'll talk to the masterminders. No, first I'll drop the link. ETMMG. We have 43 now. We have 43 elite thinkers. I better calm down. This sounds too hypey. We have 43 elite thinkers now. We're almost halfway there to till we cap it out. No exceptions. 43 in, there's 57 spots available, and there is a monthly payment if you want to come in, $50. Check it out at etmmg.com. Should I put it up? Yeah, I'll go. There it is. Now let me take it back. There, how did that look? The magic of video. I absolutely love it. Now, I don't know who's as crazy as me to go through all that stuff 3 times. I'm doing it for, obviously, to cut it up in a proper way, but I'm also doing it because I'm getting so much out of it. I'm getting so much value in terms of, guess what? Connecting the entrepreneurial dots. I've got some content that you guys have provided, and all you're doing is talking about your business, your life. I don't want to say any names, but we have some marketers. I could say a lot of names right now. I'm just one that's popped into my head that completely changed the way I run my drone business. Something Brad Dixon said. And he was just, and I kept, I don't know if, I don't know, there wasn't many of you around. I think this was on hour number 7. And I was like, oh my God, I could use that. So I don't necessarily say what I'm using the information for, but the more I watch it, the more I connect those dots. It's blowing my mind. I can't believe this is session 1. So what I would recommend for the elite thinkers, you have time to go through the whole thing. I would go through the whole thing, because hour number 4 may be what's going to help you with your current situation. It's not a cookie cutter thing. It's a beautiful thing so far. I absolutely love it. And I think I'm ready to share the screen to show you what that looks like as I'm speaking to you. I got one module in there, and it is called Lesson 1 of 36. That number may change if I can cut them out, and I'd like to cut them up into 12, but we'll see what I can do. I guessed 36 by watching and just taking little notes. We'll see how that turns out. Lesson 1 so far of the 8 hours is settling in, introduction, would I hire me, making thousands per day with Michael Drake. So that's the first chunk. It's about an hour long, that one, because of all the settling in, the introduction, the technical setup. So that's what's in there now, but depending on when you see this, there'll be more. They're dripping for the next 2 weeks. I hope that's a adequate update. I'm excited to provide the update, and I'm excited about what happened. I may see things that you guys don't. I'm not quite sure. Some of you may just think we were just hanging out, but I don't know what you guys are going to think about what just happened. To me, it was mind-blowing. To me, it was outstanding. But it was also very exhausting for me, because I was contributing to every well, I was on the full-time not hot seat, but I was always presenting or talking. 8 hours is pretty long. And it wasn't like I was just there sitting there listening and taking a few notes. I was trying to help the whole way through. So it required so much energy that there came a point, I guess after the first 6 hours, that I was on autopilot a little bit. I only expected 4 hours max. So going into hour 7 or hour 8, I'm like just going subconsciously. I'm like unconsciously competent. And when I rewatched that, it was still bang on. Like, it was still good. Very good, actually. I think I should be unconscious most of the time. My information seems to be better. I'm less concerned about what's going on, and I just kind of really focus on solving the problem. There we go. I rambled. I wanted to ramble a little bit to share my enthusiasm. And I'm actually enthusiastic about cutting all this up and watching it a 3rd time over. I actually really am. So, do I need to share my screen? I don't need to share my screen. There's no point. Going to social media is the new Hollywood. Click on your Elite Thinkers course. And let me just put up ETMMG again. Poof! There we go. Was it long enough? Was it up long enough? Let me put it out again for a little longer. There we go. I'm having too much fun. Too much fun overall. So, there we have it. Go into the course. Check out the replays. Click on the registration link. I don't have to use the blur feature because I don't need to share my screen. It's in Mastermind Session 2. Go ahead, register. And I hope to see you live at 2 p.m. Okay? It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. And it will only be 4 hours, okay? Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If we got to keep going, because it's urgent for us to get all the people introduced. It's urgent. It's the first thing we want to do, okay? And in the regular sales fashion that all us marketers roll with is, I don't even know if that was said properly. I may have to redo that clip. Nah, I'm just going. ETMMG, 43 spots down. Will I be working fast? I have to fill up the 100. I want to fill up the 100 spots by November 28th because that will mark a year. Like, we're not into the year yet. We're not into the year. We're still, these are still like, it's like 14 months. You're paying for a year, but it's 14 months. So I want to fill them up by November 28th so that once we have the 100 spots, then nobody could come in and they get the full year. Because we're ending it in December of 2021. That's when the mastermind ends. And have a great, great, great day. I want to keep talking, but I have nothing more to say. I'll see you guys on the 15th of October. Go and register. Love you all. Bye-bye.